Daily Bible reading, Acts chapter 28, verses 1 through 16. After our escape, we learned that the island was called Malta. Its people showed extraordinary kindness. It was cold and it had started to rain, so they lit a bonfire and welcomed us all. Shaul had gathered a bundle of sticks and was adding them to the fire, when a poisonous snake, driven out by the heat, fastened itself to his hand. The islanders saw the creature hanging from Shaul's hand and said to one another, "This man must be a murderer. Even though he escaped the sea, justice has not allowed him to live." But he shook the snake off into the fire and suffered no harm. They waited, expecting him to swell up or suddenly fall down dead. But after waiting a long time and seeing that nothing amiss was happening to him, they reversed their opinion and said he was a god. Nearby were lands belonging to the governor of the island, whose name was Publius. He received us in a friendly manner and put us up for 3 days. Now it so happened that Publius's father was lying in bed, sick with fever attacks and dysentery. Shaul went in to him, prayed, placed his hands on him, and healed him. After this happened, the rest of those on the island who had ailments came and were healed. They heaped honors on us, and when the time came for us to sail, they provided the supplies we needed. After 3 months, we sailed away on a ship from Alexandria called Twin Gods, which had passed the winter at the island. We landed at Syracuse and stayed 3 days. From there, we arrived at Rhegium by tacking. But after 1 day, a south wind sprang up, so we made it to Puteoli the 2nd day. There we found brothers who invited us to spend a week with them, and so we went on toward Rome. The brothers there had heard about us and came as far as Appian Market and 3 inns to meet us. When Shaul saw them, he thanked God and took courage. And when we arrived at Rome, the officer allowed Shaul to stay by himself, though guarded by a soldier.